G'day guys, welcome back. We're on the Turon River at Sofala. We got here pretty late last night and we sort of just set up and went to bed. But it's the next morning. Unfortunately we did get a bunch of rain last night and it is still raining. We finally had one little bit of break of the rain to do a little bit of filming.
And it's starting to rain now.
And it's starting to rain right now. So, I'm going to try me catching some cherubin. I'm going to do a bit of a run through how to catch cherubin. Cherubin in Australia are a small, medium-sized shrimp, freshwater shrimp.
Looks like a prawn.
Looks like a prawn, tastes like a prawn, just without the salt. So I really want to try and catch some of them, and then just a bit of exploring, try to get the drone up if the rain holds off. But anyway, let's get into it. So showing you our little setups for this weekend. Got the camper, and this is Toby's setup, his little camper. And he's currently down there cutting up some firewood because we want to try to have a fire tonight. So let's go get some firewood. What are you doing, buddy?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Cutting up some firewood. Can you take that bit back?
This whole bit?
Yeah, just from there back.
It looks a little bit heavy.
No, remember we did one of those Canadian Swedish candle things or whatever? So you did a log and then you cut the fire shape out of it?
Ah, yes.
Yeah. I'm going to do another one of those.
So we are going to do that?
Yeah. But it's bending in the middle, so I think I need a log or something to lift up, keep pinching the bar.
Yeah. Do you call this?
This?
Yes.
It's a log, James.
What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to cut it with the chainsaw.
Okay.
To make what, Toby?
A fire.
What type of fire, Toby?
A Swedish candle, yeah.
There we go.
What is that, a
If we
Swedish
cut it-
candle?
I think it's a Swedish candle, yeah.
Alright.
I don't know, I'd Google it, but we don't have reception out in this good spot here.
So
I'm gonna cut it there, and then I'm gonna cut it there, and then I'm gonna cut it there. If there's any arborists here, they're gonna hate this because you're not supposed to really cut down grains, but should be right.
You're going to do
I'll
it anyway.
sharpen it afterwards, yeah, should be right.
Alright.
I'd
So-
like to ask you a question, James.
Yes, what is that?
Who left all this rubbish lying around? Filthy.
Filthy little bastards.
Toby, what's your quote?
Guys, do a shout out quickly to people who come down here camping. Take your rubbish home with you.
What's the quote, James?
I'm sick of coming to campgrounds and finding fire pits with just shit
Don't swear.
absolutely everywhere.
James, there's lots of poo up there too.
And poo.
They couldn't bring a shovel and just dig a hole. How easy
Don't
is
leave your poo around. It's just like they say, take nothing but photos and leave nothing but footprints. Alright, onto this candle.
it? A candle?
Fire. So Toby is feeling a little bit hungry, so he decided to make up another one of these. Whatever he's making.
I just want to do it. And I'm hungry, yeah.
He's gone to all his effort.
Hey guys, just popping on here. This is for any of the ladies who watch our channel. If you're thinking of going camping, you haven't been camping, or you want to go camping, I'll give you one tip that has helped me out camping. A packet of baby wipes. They're $2 from Coles or Woolworths. You can use them for cleaning your skin, using them as makeup wipes. They're so much cheaper than makeup wipes. If you have any tips for other females in the group, just comment them down below. It'll be good to hear from anyone if they have any tips. Maybe I don't know of the tips and they could help me out when I'm camping, make it better and more comfortable. But yeah, other than that, just make sure you always have a packet of baby wipes. They'll help you with everything you need to do.
So we come down to the water. It got really hot and humid, like really hot and humid. So we're down here now. You might have a little bit of a dip.
We'll try and show you some of it underneath.
Yeah, I don't know how clear this water's going to be, but it doesn't seem too bad, but not the greatest. Oh, it's a little nippy. It's a little bit cold. That's a little refreshing. That is much better. So I was walking back and I was trying to find everyone, and they're over here building a rock wall, like a dam. What are you guys doing? Playing in the little baby pools.
Does this wall go up, so the water level will go up, then we dig a hole on this side and it gets deeper. Oh, James is videoing me explaining how a dam works.
So we've got a bit bored and we've gone for a drive quickly. And Toby, what have you discovered and what are you going to go do?
Oh, I found when we were driving down the track there, I saw a stubby cooler and it was on the other side of the river. Said drive down the track a bit further so he can cross the river. I'm gonna walk all the way back up there and go and get it.
And where did he
But
park?
I've just discovered that this
And this is what
slimy,
you're walking
whatever
through.
it is, shit in the river, feels really nice on your feet. It's almost like aloe vera on your toes. I don't know. I don't know. I like it.
Alright, go get your stubby cooler. So
Now-
the outcome.
I got 2 beers now. No, there's still a beer in it. Superior Engineering Stubby Cooler. Eh? You're gonna have to remember the story behind this one, though. Some filthy bastard threw away a perfectly good stubby cooler, and they like VB.
So we are now on our way back home, or camp, to make some dinner. I'll get those cherubin traps out. Hopefully we get some. I like cherubin and water. It is time to make these cherubin traps. Cherubin traps, yabby traps, whatever goes in there. The best way of doing it is using bottles, as usually people know how to do these traps, in which you cut the top off, invert it, and away you go. But
So why do you invert it?
that is so when these cut off, when it's spun around and pushed back in on itself, whatever you're trying to trap can go in, but then trying to get back out, it gets stuck. But these bottles are way too small, this entry, and only catching really small stuff. So I want to make up a new little design that will work, catch the larger ones. Here is one I prepared earlier for an example. So it's just 2 bottles joined together, rock in the back, bait goes in here, and then the front it's got this little flipper, which is a larger entry, which allows larger cherubin to go in there. So this is how you make it. Just want to cut off these tops with a nice sharp knife. So,
Always be careful when using a knife.
yeah, trust me, I'm a trained professional. Yeah, let's get rid of these labels. And then you just join these 2 together.
Also the ends are sticking out both sides.
Like that. And that in one end, you sort of stab heaps of holes. This is so when you pulling it back in, the water can escape, so you're not hauling up this very heavy bottle. So you got that, and on this side I'm going to cut a little opening.
Bring a little bit closer to him.
So it's like that, and you just push it in just like that, so they can come past it with ease, and then coming back out, they push it and it'll close on them. Then you just need to find a little pebble, a little rock to keep it, to put in there, to keep it down here so it'll sink. Then find a bit of string. If it's like a survival situation, you can make cordage or a shoelace just to be able to retrieve it. You don't even have to do that. But for bait, I'm just going to use a sausage, a little bit of sausage and maybe a little bit of bread. But in a survival situation, you could easily just catch some bugs, cicadas, crush them up and just stick them down the bottom.
So where do you put the string?
You just attach it, you punch another hole. Like on this one, just punch a hole.
So the side that you cut?
Yeah, so the one that open your side, and you just tie it onto there. No, you catch cherubin. So I'll put this in this afternoon because cherubin are nocturnal, so you're not going to catch them during the day. So I'll put these in this afternoon just before it gets dark. I'll leave it in there for a couple of hours, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we get something and we can cook them up because they're tasty.
And they're safe to eat?
And they are safe to eat. They're fresh water. But it will explain how to cook them once we actually catch them.
If we catch them.
If we catch them. Alright, so I've got the two traps. I'm going to chuck them in this little deep section here. It's the most rockiest areas. Cherubin like the rocky areas. So I'm going to put them in here, and then in here with a few hours, and then we'll come back and check it.
Come back.
So, who's done it better? Toby or me? Pineapple candle. So leave a comment. Whose is better? Mine or Toby's? So we just got to the cherubin traps. I thought we'd just quickly check them. Does not seem to be like there's anything here, which I'm really stuffed about. Negative. Alright guys, well that's going to be it for the night. It's starting to rain, not very pleasant anymore. Didn't get any cherubin, saw heaps, just could not get them, eh? So,
as always.
Yeah, as always. So we'll see you in the morning. Night guys. Alright guys, the next morning we got pretty hammered by rain last night, so we packed up early after everything's sort of dried because we think we're meant to get a little bit more rain. Doesn't really seem like it now, but apparently it is coming. It's pretty good. So we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.